doing busting these guys open as I get them, right? But I've had Kobra Khan for a while, and I absolutely love the Masterverse line. Masterverse line to me is what I went from He-Man going for. I'm not a big fan, as I've stated before in my other videos. I'm not a big fan of the Motu Origins, whatever the case may be, but I do like the Masterverse line. They're more, excuse me, they're more detailed, they're better height. I love that they're 7 inches. The list goes on. I think I've collected every last one since since its inception back in what was it? I think Masterverse has been out for since like 2022, 2020, yeah, like 2022, 2023, and I've been getting just about all of them. You know what I'm saying? I love the real human proportions that they have with the Masterverse line. And I think it's being called Chronicles now because they're making way. Because at first I was hearing rumors that they were going to cancel the Masterverse line, but then I watched from an official, I think it was on the Mattel something, where they said they're just putting it on hold for right now because they want to deal with the He-Man movie stuff and so on and so forth. And I highly doubt I'll be collecting that. I'm more of a Master Universe purist. So I had to pick up Kobra Khan. Kobra Khan looks great. Nice package right here. It says Masterverse New Eternia down at the bottom. Kobra Khan over here on the side. You got like beautiful box artwork of Kobra Khan right there, looking really, really good. You also have some more artwork that looks like Ratlore right there, of Ratlore on the side right there, and on the back you see it gives Kobra Khan's little bio and everything like that, and it's looking really, really good. Kobra Khan looks good. You got other product image. You have product image of him right here, so on and so forth. You have some you have the other figures within the line right here, which is Tila. I did Hordak on a live. We got Kobra Khan right here and Tila right there. We're doing Kobra Khan right now. It says also available. You got the Mattel logo right there. On the top, it says Masterverse right there. And you got the Mattel logo at the top, 30 points of articulation. On the bottom, you got your legal mumbo jumbo going on down there. And yeah, Snakeman logo at the top. Again, I have a good idea because I don't think they would have put this figure right here if they weren't going to make him what's the name? Make him within the line right there. I don't think they would have put if they weren't going to put Ratlore in the line. But that's enough of the package. Let's go inside and bust this guy open and see what he's all about. And again, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm currently at work, so I was like, let me just do this real quick because you know what? A lot of times while I'm at work, if it's slow, I'll want to like review an action figure for you guys. Hopefully, I don't get called in. But if I do, I'm gonna have to cut this shit short. Yeah, I should have bought, you know what? I'm gonna use one of my keys right here. Should have bought my knife with me. I have it in here. There we go. I have it in here. But I have it in the back right there, which is, I should have it on me, right? Alright, got that loose right there. Got that loose right there. And I don't think it's anything inside of the package. Whatever the case may be. Nope, nothing's in there, so we get rid of that. Over here, we have the figure within the package right there. And yeah, and if I didn't mention, it comes in a window box, as you saw. You have this mace right here. Now this is the same one they gave Clawful. I don't remember Kobra Khan having a mace like this. I do remember him having a blaster though. It was like a water blaster, and in the old toy, used to be able to press his head and it would leak out, it would spit out, of course, it was an action feature. And over here, inside of here, we have the Master Universe flavor packet. You can sprinkle this on your ramen. No, don't sprinkle it on your ramen. Oh, wow, and they gave you a lot of stuff, man. You have a Venom Blast effect right here, made out of transparent plastic. You have a claw, interchangeable claw right there. You have his blaster. As I said, he does have a blaster. He does have a blaster. You have his blaster right here, his Kobra Khan blaster. And it looks like you can you plug this into the, yeah, you can plug the blast effect into the blaster right there, which is like a toxo blaster, like sleep. And what else we got here? We have another piece right here. I guess that connects to his mane or his spine. And there you have the outer area of when he extends his I think they're called fins. What is that when a snake flares out his fins? I think it's not fins, it's something. Forgot. But yeah. And you have this other claw right here, which looks really, really good. Great detail on here. Great detail on here. All done in a nice hard plastic. Nothing is soft, including the weapon. And the blast effect seems to be yeah, it's a nice hard plastic. Now the gun feels a little bit soft, but not like rubbery soft or anything like that. And again, they did great, and I mean great coloring on here, as you can see. You can see like they sculpted in like some crustacean warts on here and everything. And it has pegs on the back right there. Aren't these movable? Yes, the claws are posable. The claws have articulation. Look. Very stiff figure too. Now, the thing we've all been waiting for is the figure itself. And yes, Kobra Khan looks really, really good. This is a good looking snake man right here. I love the designs and proportions that they give the Masterverse line. As you can see, he has his symbol in the middle of his chest right here. And you can also take that, which is cool, which is really, really cool. Again, I've never been disappointed with the Masterverse line. You can plug that blast effect that he has right in here inside of his mouth right here. And does the mouth? Yes, the mouth has articulation as well. And I like the way the head goes up and down. He looks real good. Nice sculpting to his body. This is a completely different body sculpt. These are not the same feet that are on Skeletor or anything like that. But he's made, it looks kind of like they gave him like a metallic, but a dull semi-metallic green paint on his body to mimic like scales, I guess. And it looks good. As you can see, there's some different levels of color that they put right here. The loincloth looks real good. It looks like it's made out of scales. It's made to look like it's made out of scales. You have the Snake Man insignia in the middle of his belt. His harness is sculpted onto his body, as you can see right there. But he is very well proportioned. Loving those eyes. They actually have a lens. It's a lens on the outer part of the eye right here. The sculpting of the scales of his body look really good. You can see there's some warts going on right there. Everything looks good. The gauntlets on his forearms look real good and everything like that. Let's pop this. How do we pop this on? Okay, so how does this go on? Okay, I don't see how to. Now look, it seems like you can pull this insignia off of his chest. I guess that's so that he doesn't look like he's, because for a while he was working for Skeletor, right? And then I guess, you know, he was just like, all right, this is who I fuck with. I mess with the Snake Man, King Hiss. And I think you can swap that out and put this one in here. Remember the other piece that they had right here? I think this goes here, right? Yes, it does. It goes there. Now, how do I put this cowl? Okay, I see how to put the cowl on. Right here. If you look real good, it looks like you can lift this up right here. Take that off and look, boom. And you can plug this into the back of his head. And there you have Kobra Khan looking good, man. Look at that. Kobra Khan is looking really, really good right there. Nice build, nice sculpt. Let's put the gun inside of his hand. This Kobra Khan, it's exactly what I would want. It's not a whole bunch of kibble. It's not a whole bunch of accessories or whatever the case may be. It's what you would expect from Kobra Khan. And yes, you can change the symbol in the middle of his chest so that he can hide from Skeletor. Well, this is from the top of his head. The other symbol right down here is for when you want him to be in alignment with the Snake Man. And yeah, when you think about it, Kobra Khan was floating around doing all, so him and Clawful were like they would mess. Was it Clawful? No, Clawful, Kobra Khan, Clawful Kobra Khan, and I think it was Clawful Kobra Khan, and what's the other one? Clawful Kobra Khan, and they would mess around. They would mess around between Hordak and He-Man. I remember the animated one. Now the Filmation one, I wasn't really, believe it or not, I wasn't a big fan of the Filmation series, but I was a big fan of the early 80s comics that came with the toys. I was a big fan of the what do you call those? The 2000X He-Man, the DC renditions and different renditions of He-Man. But the cartoon Filmation, to me, it didn't get a justice that I was expecting. Hold on. It wasn't given the justice that I was expecting as a kid, because when I was first introduced to Master Universe was basically like a Conan equivalent to He-Man was a Conan equivalent to Thundarr the Barbarian, to, you know, Conan the Barbarian. And the books were a little bit like adult themed, like the comic books that came inside of the toys when you purchased them, they were adult themed. It wasn't like until like Filmation got involved that it started like softening up a bit, that they made He-Man Prince Adam and all that other stuff. But that's neither here nor there. I digress. But but yeah, this Clawful looks really, I mean, this Kobra Khan looks really good. I really like him. I love the design that they gave him right here. And you know, like if you remember, he would release his, I forgot what these are called again. My mind has slipped me as to what when a cobra flares out its fins. No, it's not its fins, but whatever. But he looks really, really good. That face sculpt is on point. The blast effect, where did I put the blast effect? Okay, blast effect does, I think it, yes, it does fit inside his mouth. I'm going to show you guys right now. And I think when he, yeah, and look, he can spit on you like, look at that, that looks good. And yes, Kobra Khan, he was two-faced too. You had to watch Kobra Khan. You had to watch Kobra Khan. But he eventually turned on Skeletor and showed who he truly was. Now, as far as articulation goes, he has a twist in the waist, the head articulation. Now, when you take this off, you can do all sorts of stuff with the head articulation. It nods up and down. It can twist all around and everything like that. Well, I think it only goes but so far. I don't want to test it or break it because this figure is very rare now. The Masterverse version is very rare. He has a bicep ab crunch right here. No butterfly joints, but he has a ball socket up here at the shoulders. Bicep swivel, double hinged elbow, very stiff, twisting, pivoting in the wrist. Nice leg split, as you can see. Thigh cuts and thigh twists, double hinged knee. This, now I'm gonna tell you this about the Masterverse figures. They are very, very stiff out the box. You are getting a quality toy when you purchase the Masterverse line. I absolutely love the Masterverse line. To me, it's the next best thing to 2000X, because 2000X was absolutely one of my favorites. Now the Mondo line, that's something that's supposed to be coming out soon. I can't wait for those either. But yeah, this guy looks really, really good. He's very stiff, and you have calf twists as well, and pivoting and twisting at the ankle. Nice sculpting on the bottom, as you can see. Great paint. Nice paint on his feet. You can see that there are different on the feet right there. You can see that there is some paint on the toes as well. You got the nice little warts or crustacean lumps going on right there. Shin guards look good on him and everything. He looks really, really good, and all parts fit in very snug. I'm gonna do this last part for you guys right here, where I'm going to plug in his claws or his pincers, right? These are very stiff. I might have to give it, no, they're going in. All right, there we go. You got one in. Now I'm wondering, once I put his claws in, am I able to hold the gun? And we're gonna find out real quick. This guy is stiff. I was able to get in one claw for you guys, all right? Because I'm gonna have to give this guy some heat to get to push in these pegs right here. But he is looking really, really, really good. They did a great job with him. All right, I think I got it. All right, we got this one. Isn't as far as I wanted to go in because he's very stiff, but I actually like him with the claws too. I didn't think I was going to like him with the claws, but I love him with the claws. Let's see if the gun fits in his hand. Yes, it should fit in his hand. You just have to squeeze it closed, and there you have Kobra Khan holding his gun. We're going to put his mace in his hand as well. There we go. And there we have Kobra Khan holding his mace as well. This looks really, really good. Now we're going to deck him out with his Now he looks really, really good. They did a good job with this Kobra Khan. He has a nice, sleek build, and if you look, there's an emblem on the back that shows his affiliation. I've always liked how it was part of his body, but it looked like it was suspenders on his chest, but that's part of his scale form right there. And this Kobra Khan is absolutely beautiful. He's coming in at 7 inches. He's coming in at 7 inches. This is a big guy. Not big in terms of, like, you know, weight class or anything like that, or him being like one of the brutes, but he has a nice sleek build that I like for Kobra Khan to have. Now, if they make Rattler is supposed to be beefier. He's like a muscle of the group. He should be a big dude, but he's looking real, real good, ladies and gentlemen. So I would say thus far, you know, 5 nerd pins being the highest score, he gets a 5 out of 5 from me. He definitely gets a 5 out of 5 for me. I really like the sculpt on him. I like the build, the build quality, the plastic is nice and solid. It's very stiff. I don't want like, you know, weak plastic or anything like that. I'm loving the paint apps that they put on him. He looks absolutely great. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that brings this review to a close. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. And remember, when you buy a toy, what do? You bust it open. Look at him. He looks real good. Real good. Mattel did a great job. Did a great job on this guy. Loving him. Absolutely loving him. This is Kobra Khan, guys. Catch you later.